It was Black Thought and Method Man. They were going back and forth.
Yeah.
Black Thought is freestyling. He's putting it down. He's doing what he does. Method Man pulls out the phone. I couldn't believe he did it.
Yeah. That was one of the best ones on there too, man. To me,
Yeah.
that was one of the best freestyles on there, right? And yeah,
Right.
he pulled out that phone. I was like, oh no, he pulled a
I
Drake.
was like, Method Man, no. You went to the
Right.
phone. You pulled a Drake on us? No.
Yeah.
I was real upset by that, man. I was like, no. But you know, here's what happens. Reason why that stuff is getting a pass is because you have a new generation who's doing it, but the generation before are not enforcing the rules and they're going along with what the younger generation is doing instead of leading it. And that's where that problem,
Right.
and that's why the problem is existing. And you're going to see more of that. Watch.
I'm gonna tell you, as a older MC, almost grandmaster MC. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because of memory.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes a longer time to remember certain shit at some point. So, even when you know people are putting their shit together, and you putting something like a triple together, you know
Right.
how long it's gonna take you to remember the cadence and the rhythm behind what you're saying, unless that's really you when you spitting that shit and just spitting it. That's why I like freestyle, right?
Right.
So you got to keep your sword sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Right.
what that is. So you got some what you would call old head MCs that would just go in and they still sharp, right?
Right.
Method Man can do that shit, but like you said, at that point in time, like oh, but man, look, Star, I just thought of something right now, right the fuck now.
What's that?
What I want you to try to do, this would be dope as fuck. I want you to try to get Redman to spit something on open season. And
You know
Red
what?
is a real one.
Yeah, Red is. Shout out to Red Man. And I tell you what, we are actually branching out and doing things with major artists now. So what I will definitely try to do, I will try to definitely make Red one of them.
Right.
I will definitely try to make Red one of them.
Like he's a hip hop pioneer to
Right.
the new school of what the fuck we seeing. Like if it
Right.
wasn't for Redman, we wouldn't have Eminem.
Exactly.
Is that wrong to say?
No, that's
You know?
absolutely accurate. That's accurate
You know,
because
like,
you know when you're looking at Eminem, Eminem's style is every rapper's style. He's taken some from everyone and created himself. And especially
right.
when you're talking about somebody who's to say shock value type things, Redman and Old Dirty Bastard will be the kings of that. They will be the father of that.
Right. Right. And then getting more into Eminem's style, I'm gonna go in and say, and I think he's even said it. He sampled a lot from Tretch.
Oh
I've
yeah,
even,
definitely.
you know, hey, Naughty has put it down for me. Like, yo, that's one of my favorite groups. Is Naughty by Nature.
Right,
Ben Rock,
right,
Tretch. I
right.
love Queen Latifah. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. The whole flavor unit, definitely.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they set trends.
Right. You know, so that's the kind of shit that we trying to do and keep it moving on, you know, as guardians of the culture. Like I know
Right.
I recognize you, DjLXStarr, as one of them, straight up.
Salute.
You know,
Salute.
with open season, I see exactly what you're doing, you know, and my thing is like, man, just keep that going, you know, and
Oh,
keep
definitely.
building on it. I've
And
been
let me
on that journey to do that
definitely.
same, and it's crazy how like minds linked up to be able to do that. You know what I mean? There's other things I'm not really talking about right now, able to talk about, but
Right.
it's the same thing that you doing, but it's a little different. And we on the same wavelength with it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's why when I linked up with you, I was like, nah, man, bro, open season, y'all gotta be with this because this is something that is the same thing that you doing, but it's just a little different. We're just going on
Oh,
beat.
oh man, I'm gonna tell you something, and I mentioned that to some of my guys, and they're like, "Yo, let's do it. We would love to do it." So we're definitely interested. A lot of my guys are already like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I'm with that." And I want to say too, I want to give her flowers while we on here. Tretch is dope. One of the dopest wordsmiths to ever come out of that era. So with Tretch being so dope and being the wordsmith that he is, what does that say about Queen Latifah's ear for discovering him?
Right. That's why
Yeah,
she's queen. She got crowned.
exactly.
Straight up.
Exactly. You know, I credit Queen Latifah as being one of the first label owners to. She didn't go into the mainstream artist. She wanted to keep real hip hop alive, and I dig that about her.
Right. That's why everything is still what it is now. You know, like if it wasn't for that branch, then it might be some different shit going on. Like,
Right.
I don't know. Like, I can't really call it because I see
Right.
how things have shifted back and forth. And you need those, um, like for every good, there's bad, you know, for every dark, there's light. You need
Right.
that, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yin and
Right.
yang,
Right.
you know, but Queen definitely put it down, you know. Man, like that would even be dope. Like, would even be dope is Rhapsody. Like, I wish that I can get Rhapsody to come out, you know, and
Well,
like
you don't
fucking
have to
spit
worry
some
about
shit.
that. We are about to have that covered.
Woo! Mm.
Yeah, we about to have that covered.
Y'all, I gotta pause for a minute. Oh shit. Woo! That's some shit to light a blunt to right there, y'all.
Yeah.
Rhapsody coming out.
Yeah. We gonna
What?
have that. We're gonna have that covered.
Mm. I'm gonna tell you another one that's been talking about coming out and wanting to battle. She been like, yo, I'll battle anybody. She said she put up money. Like she's like, I will put up money with her, like straight up, because I know she's got bars.
Right.
Chicago got Shauna.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah,
How about
man.
that? How
And
about that?
I would like to see her go against somebody. I don't give a fuck who it is, even if he going like it fucking goes and she does a Math Hoffa fucking battle.
Right. Right.
Legends only. I still think
How
she'd
about
take Math Hoffa.
You know what? You know what? No comment. No comment. I plead the fifth. I plead
Yo,
the fifth. Math, you didn't hear me say it. I said I plead the fifth. Oh
yo,
man.
in Legends only, Math Hoffa versus Shauna. Look,
Mm,
yeah,
mm.
man, I'm probably gonna edge it to Shauna. I think she gonna come through with smoke.
I didn't say it, Math.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, man.
I liked his last battle with Gotti. Okay. I'm
Right.
still trying to analyze that and see and give my expert opinion about who the fuck won. You
Well,
feel me? And give a fair assessment of it.
for me, I like them both. I think Math did his thing, man. Math looked like, he looked good, you know what I'm saying? But he looked like, rare form Math, but that's the problem as to why I can't give him the W. Because it was dope. You know what I'm saying? He was saying some shit, he was on point, he was dope. But yet you were still the Math Hoffa we know you as. You are in a rare form of it. You spun the clock back, but yet it was nothing different, I guess I'm saying.
Right. I
You
feel
you
that
did
way
what we
too.
expected you to do. You did it, but it was dope the
Right,
way you did it. You did it at top level, but nonetheless, it was still what we expected you to do.
right. And for coming on to that platform, I'm feeling like, he's in a situation where he got to come through and knock out the champion to win the belt. He didn't come
Right,
through with a knockout,
right,
you know?
right. Exactly.
That's what it felt like to me. And he was in there doing his thing. Don't get me
Right,
wrong. He did, like you said, he came in talking. But
right.
Gotti, bro,
Yeah,
Gotti's another level, and these niggas don't understand. It's crazy. And then, they get mad because they're like, yo, he freestyling, he doing this and doing that. Okay, you ain't supposed to
so what?
freestyle?
So what?
That's exactly what this shit's about.
Yeah, and if you freestyle, so what? The point is, and here's my thing. I've heard people complain about stuff like that before. There's one particular league, right? And I will never
Mm-hmm.
give them their 5 minutes of fame because I think their platform is just trash. But
I feel you.
I watched them judge a battle one time, and they gave it to this guy because the other guy freestyled his last round. But the only thing to me about it was like, well, look, y'all are taking a point because he freestyled his round, but his freestyle was better than that dude's written round.
Right.
So,
Yes.
and they try to say, well, that's a choke. No, a choke is when you come up with nothing. That's a choke. Now, when he freestyled it, he improvised, and he still had a better round than your man's written. So for me, that makes me stand up and give you applause. Like, yo, you freestyled and killed this cat. You're dope.
Right. That's why I don't
Yep.
understand what the fuck is wrong with niggas when they sitting there looking at this shit. Like, that is all part of the elements of hip hop, true MC
Right.
shit. This nigga Gotti come through like a true MC, and then niggas get mad about that shit. How the fuck? What part of the game is that?
Right. Right.
Like you,
I don't get it.
like you said, you got dudes coming through and say, fuck a written, I'm gonna just kill you in the freestyle, and that's what it is. And then they
Right.
do it, and then they don't get no respect on it.
Right.
That's that's why we doing what the fuck we doing on the other side, like I was talking about earlier. Nigga, we
Right.
need to bring these motherfuckers back to freestyling. It's hashtag make rappers freestyle again. Straight
Yeah,
up.
how about that?
Right?
How about that? And
That's why.
it's crazy. Now, go ahead, bro.
And like Gotti is like you said, like it's not too many that's doing it like that in the culture because they're not allowing that. But they allow motherfuckers to pull out a phone.
Right. How about that? How about that? And I will give King of the, here's the thing. I, people say what they want about King of the Dot, but I will say this. Those guys over there, they're like, look, I don't care if you freestyle it. I don't care if you sign language it. Long as you get through that round and it's dope, we're going to judge it as you got through your round and it was dope.
That's right. See, that's honest and true. That's true to this shit.
Yep.
That's true to this shit. And that's what the fuck we be looking for. That's why, I'm not always mad at King of the Dot. They got a clone ass Samson over there that I've been like, yo, let me battle this motherfucker. Let me take him up off this motherfucker. So y'all niggas can really know who the real one is. And we ain't gotta go back and forth about it. We ain't gotta sit there and do this and that. I've even stalked this motherfucker and said, hey, yo, bro, hey, we can do it one-on-one. We can do a battle anywhere you want to do it. Like straight up.
Right.
Like, cause you ain't the real one. I've been in this shit, right? But because they didn't always film the battles. You know what I mean? I'm from an era where niggas ain't always filming battles, right? Or there's lost footage. That's why I understand where Cassidy is saying, yo, there's a bunch of battles that niggas ain't even seen.
Exactly.
I don't know why he's saying 1,000 and whatever, but I'll give him probably like, he probably has won over 100 battles. I'll give him that, right? But I'm not giving him 1,000 battles, nigga. Come on.
The thing with Cassidy, right? I would even go as far as to give him 2 to 300. And here's why. The reason why we give him 2 to 300 is because before battle rap even came into mind of reaching the platform, or even was even a thought to reach the platform that it is now, he was actually already
Yep,
touring
tell
from
him.
country to country doing battles.
Right. This is what we was
And
already doing. Like straight up. Tell them what the
right.
fuck was going on with the culture. Like before these niggas knew about what the fuck it was.
And you also got to look at this too. When Cassidy is talking battling, he's also talking about when he was in the studio recording, and that when some guy might have been in there, he thought it was nice, and they started going at it back and forth. To where,
Yep.
if I look at my own life and I look at those just in my life alone, with that instance, I know I have over 60 to 70 battles by myself. Just from
Right.
being in the studio or sitting at the lunchroom table and two dudes with the dopest rappers in there and they win at it. So when it's 3 to 500, it's really, when you look at it that way, it's not really that far fetched. If he's counting
Right.
everything from the moment he started rapping, like if you looked at Reed Dollars, for instance, Reed
Mm-hmm.
Dollars probably has over 100 battles. So with Reed having over 100 battles, it's not too far fetched for me to say Cassidy may have between 3 and 500 battles, for the simple fact that he was doing it at a young age and he was already touring with it, and even just in the studio with other rappers. In the second, boom, it broke out into a battle.
Right. Man, shit. You just reminded me of little Snoop, man. You know what I mean? That's real
Right,
shit though.
right.
That's what we
Stuff
do.
just
Like
like
from young MCs, then all the way up. And that's another reason why I was like, yo, that Cassidy, he was dissing on that shit. Like just for little Snoop. And I
right.
felt the same way the nigga felt about that. Like niggas got that's fucked up what happened with Lil Snoop. But yeah, go
Definitely,
ahead, bro.
definitely. Rest in power to Lil Snoop.
Yeah, like it's MCs that's been lost to this shit all throughout time, and niggas been battling. This nigga's just battling. You know what I mean? And somebody got
Right,
sore about whatever the fuck. Man, they
right,
don't know. Like people don't understand what this battle shit is.
right,
It's another part of the art form to get to a certain level in rap.
right. Exactly.
And
From from
your shit
from
ain't
Busy B and Kumo D days on up.
right. Real shit.
You even look at they say Shakespeare would have war of words with people, with other writers.
Right. Real shit. And I think that's a debate thing. When you look at battle rap, it's a debate.
Right,
You know,
right.
like I look at it in that way, in that sense. So right now, man, like, who are you listening to in rap? As far as like battle rappers or rap artists that have music, who do you think is like tight right now?
Well, when it comes to rap artists, I think the dopest in the world right now, and I know people like to put these two in a category, but I'm going to put one before the other in this exact order. My number one will be Kendrick Lamar. I think he's just phenomenal. Wordplay, delivery, everything. Even with his topics, I mean, he's phenomenal. He's just the best to me. Number two, I will give it to J. Cole. J. Cole really captures that reminiscence essence of the hip hop that you knew back then. You know what I'm saying? But just made it modern. And outside of those two, I think I really start going into some of the underground cats, like even with some of the battle rappers. I like K Shine's music. I think K Shine
Hmm.
music is dope. I actually like to sit down and then really listen to his music. And K Shine is dope. I like him. He
I,
actually makes good
I
music.
like K Shine. I like K Shine as a battle rapper. I never listened to any track he's ever done. I'm gonna be honest with
Oh man,
you, straight
try
up.
it. Jump in. You'll become a fan.
Hmm. I like A
And
Verb shit a lot.
well, if you like A Verb, you will love K Shine's then. I like
Hmm.
A Verb's music too, but K Shine's music is just on another level.
Word, word, word,
Yeah, you got to
word.
try it out.
Round
If
out
you
your
haven't tried out, If you haven't, to anybody listening, if you haven't tried out K-Shine music, go on YouTube, put it in, look at his music videos. Even his videos and the artistry of him, he does a very good job. I like him.
Right. You know what else I like, man? Is Good and Method Man. This is New York sound like.
Right. Was
That
dope.
was hard too. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
what?
Goods was coming with some uh who else you feeling? Like, you know, who else you feeling in battle rap? Like, have you been seeing all the diss tracks that's been coming out?
Oh yeah, I've been seeing a few of them. I like, far as my favorite diss track in battle rap goes, I still like what John did. John is went ham on everybody, and I love that he did it. John, if you haven't heard it, you need to go look it up on SoundCloud. He went ham on everybody,
Man, that
and
dude
by
went
name.
bull in the China shop.
Yeah, he called everybody by
And
name too, so there was no doubt that he was talking about you.
damn. Mm,
Yeah, go check that out. John went ham.
wow, man. Shit. Like, I got to check that out for sure. Hey, and
Yeah,
everybody listening, you got to check that out. You know,
yeah,
He has some dope ass bars. You know, I remember the fucking scene when, you know, he snatched that nigga chain and threw it in the crowd.
yeah. How about that? Oh boy, that was this. I was
Nah.
when I saw that, I said, "Oh, he's different." like, like this guy pulled out all stops to get this W right now.
Yep.
But you know, the thing
Everything is
about
short.
that, and when he did it right, the first thing that popped into my mind was that he just won this battle off that alone. But I was like, at the same time, I said he knows who and who not to do that shit with. Like, if he would have reached on math and did that, there's a very good chance John would have got punched in the face.
Right. Right.
So, you know, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that he did it, you know, and I thought it was, you know, it was risky, but, you know, big kudos to him. He pulled his nuts out and actually did it. I still think
Yeah.
it was crazy to do, but hey, he did it, and it will forever be remembered.
Right. Man, I'll be like, fuck, if you try to snatch my dog tags, it's on it cracking, like straight up, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I don't play that
yeah,
shit. That's why I don't even wear no fucking chains like that. Like, I'm like boot camp click in this bitch. Like,
right,
I'm not trying to be out there flossing on niggas like that. Like, only chain I want, if I gotta have a chain, it should have been the king of the dot chain
right,
or some
right,
shit like that. You know what I mean?
right,
Whatever the fuck, whatever battle league chain. I want all that. I want to look like Mr. T with all the
right.
fucking chains.
And that's what we're doing with ours. We have the open season chain, and we also have an open season championship ring.
Yep, that's man. I was just getting ready to talk about that and say that. I was like, dude, y'all should have a fucking championship ring, like,
Yep,
and a belt or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like
yep. We
all
got
kind
them
of shit
now.
you could do.
I'm gonna show you what it looks like next time we're on IG. I'll show you what it looks like.
Dope,
It's
dope,
really,
dope,
really
dope.
nice. And we're
That
gonna
is a
have
nice
also.
little lead in.
Oh yeah, man.
That's a
We
nice
doing
lead
some
in right
things.
there.
Yep.
What's up with the Lord of the Rings? Like, is that got anything to do with the Lord of the Rings?
Yes, it does. The Lord of the Rings at the end of the year, there's going to be a big battle between the two who has the most rings, and that that ring will also include how many chains you have, and it will also include how many title belts. Because we also have title belts like boxing title belts. So at the end, whoever is the two most decorated battle rappers, they're going to go at it. They're going to clash, and it's going to be for a very, very special, very, very big prize.
Damn. So it doesn't even matter like weight class, none of that shit, right? Once you start,
Nope.
because like you said, like you've already have it a certain way, right? Like, can you break
Right.
that down a little bit more? Like how you have it
Um,
tiered off, or how would I
well,
explain it? You know
we
what I mean?
we
You
have
explain it.
there's a tier process, but the tier process doesn't stop you from engaging in these ring battle championship battles. Now, for instance, a championship battle, we're having one called the War of the Worlds. The War of the Worlds is where we're going to pretty much go to different leagues and we're going to have them pull each of them their top battle rapper to enter to represent them in the War of the Worlds. That